If you look around in India, many motorists give a damn to safety, whether it is wearing seat belts, wearing helmets, or following traffic norms. But when the government recently announced steep hike in fines and penalties for those not adhering to the traffic norms, people kind of started behaving. But what about car manufacturers in the country? A few years ago, there was no stringent manufacturing laws pertaining to safety, and many car manufacturers built unsafe cars. And they got away with it because the law was on their side. But in the beginning of 2014, we got to hear about the Global New Car Assessment Program, Global NCAP, a major project of the Towards Zero Foundation, which is a UK registered charity. Now, Global NCAP long-term aspiration is for a world free from road fatalities and serious injuries. Global NCAP chooses the entry-level version of each model for its tests. 2014 was a wake-up time for the Indian auto industry. Global NCAP conducted some tests and found out that some very popular cars made in India were totally unsafe. A lot of car manufacturers did not like this and wondered why a foreign entity was trying to interfere with their business. All the cars selected by Global NCAP for a frontal impact test at 64 km per hour received 0-star adult protection ratings. The models tested included India's best-selling cars then, the Maruti Suzuki Alto 800, the Tata Nano, the Ford Figo, Hyundai i10 and the Volkswagen Polo. Global NCAP chooses the entry-level version of each model, and as a result, none were fitted with airbags as standard. Coinciding with the Global NCAP test, Volkswagen immediately decided to withdraw the non-airbag version of the Polo from sale in India. The Volkswagen Polo with 2 airbags was awarded a pass based on a dummy reading from the 64 km per hour crash. In November 2014, Global NCAP published crash test results for Nissan's Datsun Go and the Maruti Suzuki Swift. Both cars received 0-star adult protection ratings. After the 2014 embarrassment and eye-opener, in 2016 a series of tests were carried out by Global NCAP. The Toyota Etios with 2 airbags was tested and it got 4 stars for adult protection and a mere 2 stars for child protection during the frontal impact collision tests. No side impact test was carried out. In the same year, Euro NCAP Quadricycle test of the Bajaj Qute saw the vehicle get 1 star for adult protection. Bajaj Auto started rejoicing that they had scored better than 0-star cars in India, but then this prompted David Ward, Secretary General of Global NCAP, to write to Rajiv Bajaj, Managing Director of Bajaj Auto, telling him not to rejoice. Coming back to Global NCAP results, in May 2016 in its crash test, all the 5 Indian cars tested again got 0 stars. The 5 models included the Renault Kwid, Maruti Suzuki Celerio, Maruti Suzuki Eco, Mahindra Scorpio and the Hyundai Eon. All the cars showed low levels of adult occupant protection. In September 2016 test, the Renault Kwid surprised and disappointed Global NCAP. After poor results earlier that year and following Renault's latest set of improvements, the Kwid was assessed again in the frontal impact test and the model still offered just 1 star for adult occupant protection. The basic version of the car scored 0 stars for adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child occupant protection. The Honda Mobilio was tested in the basic version, showing a stable structure and 0 stars for adult occupant protection. Honda then requested Global NCAP to test a unit with double airbags in order to show the benefits of these safety systems. The car achieved 3 stars for adult occupant protection. In November 2016, there was good news for Indian car manufacturer Tata Motors as its Tata Zest achieved a 4-star result. The standard non-airbag version resulted in a disappointing 0-star score for adult occupant protection and 1 star for child occupant protection. The year 2017 saw a series of crash tests conducted by Global NCAP. In March 2017, in the first set of Safer Cars for India results for 2017, the Chevrolet Enjoy, which was then sold without airbags in its basic version, recorded a disappointing 0 stars for adult occupant protection. It is a fact now that Chevy is out of this country and General Motors has stopped production of its cars in India. The Ford Aspire next generation Figo, however, fared much better. The vehicle fitted with double airbags as standard scored 3 stars for adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child protection. In May 2017, in its second set of Safer Cars for India results for 2017, Global NCAP released the ratings for crash tests conducted on the Renault Duster in its basic version without airbags and at the request of the manufacturer in the version with an optional driver airbag. The Duster, which was then sold without airbags in its basic version, recorded 0 stars for adult occupant protection. So how was it that the Duster with a single airbag version tested by Latin NCAP in 2015 scored 4 stars? It was found out that the Indian Duster airbag was smaller than that of Latin American Duster. The difference in airbag size brings corresponding differences in protection. With the Indian Duster, the head of the driver did not contact the airbag in the center as it should, exposing the head to impact on the steering wheel and therefore more risk of injuries. There you go, so much for safety by Indian manufacturers. In August 2018, in its crash test analysis, the Global NCAP noted that the Tata Nexon, which was then sold in its standard version with frontal double airbags, frontal double pretensioners, ABS and ISOFIX anchorages, achieved a strong result of 4 stars for adult occupant protection and 3 stars for child occupant protection. Tata Motors was now proving to build safer cars as compared to others in India. The following month, in September 2018, Maruti Suzuki achieved 4 stars for its Vitara Brezza, while Renault's MPV Logi scored a 0. Again, a month later, in October 2018, the Maruti Suzuki Swift fell short on adult safety. The latest version of the then Maruti Suzuki Swift with standard double airbags and ISOFIX anchorages reached 2 stars in adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child occupant protection. In December 2018, it was a red letter moment for Tata Motors. The Tata Nexon became the first made in India car, sold in India car to achieve Global NCAP's coveted 5-star crash test rating. The Mahindra Marazzo MPV achieved a 4-star result. In October 2019, several Indian cars were once again tested. This was the 6th round of Safer Cars for India crash test, and the cars tested included the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, Maruti Suzuki Wagon-R, Hyundai Santro and the Datsun Redigo. Global NCAP chose the entry-level version of each model, and as a result, only the Ertiga was fitted with at least 2 airbags as standard, while the other models offered only a driver airbag. The Ertiga achieved 3-star for adult occupant protection and 3-star for child occupant protection. The Maruti Suzuki Wagon-R achieved 2 stars for adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child occupant protection. The Wagon-R offered only a driver frontal airbag as standard. The Hyundai Santro achieved 2 stars for adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child occupant protection. The Datsun Redigo achieved just 1 star for adult occupant protection and 2 stars for child occupant protection. The year 2020 started off on a right note for Indian car makers. The first was the news that Tata Motors got a second 5-star car. The Tata Altroz reached a strong 5 stars for adult and 3 stars for child occupant protection. A few days after this result came another good news. The Mahindra XUV300 achieved 5-star and highest combined Safer Cars for India result to date. Global NCAP, with the support of the FIA Foundation and Bloomberg Philanthropy, announced that Mahindra XUV300 reached a solid 5 stars for adult occupant protection and 4 stars for child occupant protection. And before the month was through, Global NCAP announced results for the Tata Tigor and Tata Tiago, both of which achieved 4 stars for adult occupant protection and 3 stars for child occupant protection. These two models now join the Tata Altroz and the Tata Nexon, both of which have got a 5-star rating for adult protection in crash tests.